Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jay Ransom. This is my wife, Regina, and we're from Bakersfield, California. And we are kind of on a short vacation, and so we've been in 3 different places. We were in China for a week, and in Hong Kong for a week, and then here.
So this is your final destination out of 3, eh?
This is our final destination.
So how do you find Nepal?
It's very, very charming. We have been in several countries. We've been to Mexico, we've been to China, we've been to Thailand, and so we found this. We found that the culture actually reminded us a lot of Thailand, and we love Thailand. So, except this is high elevation and no ocean.
So how do you find the people? You just say like it's like Thailand,
Very
but compared to
nice.
China or any
Yes.
other places you've been?
Very, very,
Very nice.
cordial and
Helpful.
very respectful. And we noticed right off that in Thailand they do the Y.
Yeah.
Well,
Namaste.
I saw right away that yes, they, I don't.
Namaste.
Yes, it was very comforting because I worked for 4 years in Thailand. So
How long you been in Nepal for?
we've only been here since the 30th.
So what do you find the best in Nepal?
Would you like to answer?
I know you like the people. Apart
There's
from
a
that,
lot of good things. There's natural beauty here. When we went to Pokhara and saw the mountains this morning, it took my breath away. And I thought, although a lot of these people live in poverty, they have this beautiful, priceless scenery. We couldn't even pay to have that where we live. It was beautiful. And then the guide took us to see the waterfall. And I thought, right here in the city, where these people live every day, they have this beautiful waterfall. Priceless. I loved the natural gifts.
apart
of
from
this country.
Pokhara, which places have you visited till now?
Here in Kathmandu.
Kathmandu, or
and
Pokhara.
Pokhara,
Okay.
yes.
Apart from that, any other places?
No, not
Not
yet.
in Nepal.
Not yet.
Okay. Any other places on the checklist you're gonna go visit in
Well,
Nepal?
yes, in Nepal, we want to come back in the spring
Okay.
and take a trek.
Do you know any places, or are you gonna find it later?
We wanted to go to the base camp on
Okay,
at,
yes.
Everest,
So-
but
alright.
that's what we're thinking about.
For the next trip.
Yes.
All right. So, what is your favorite place in Nepal? I know you're gonna say Pokhara, is it?
Yes.
Well, that's the only place we went.
All right.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Tell me, how did you get the tour?
Well, we were looking. The way it was, we were in China, so we were going to be several places in China, then Hong Kong, and we were going to go to Tibet. But I work in China, and I had a problem with my visa, so I said, we wanted to see Everest. So
He
then
said, let's go the other way.
someone suggested, he says, well, why don't you go to Nepal? You can get, Everest is there too. I said, well, I never thought of it. So we were looking around on the internet.
On the internet.
And we went to what is it? A goat?
No,
Who'd
those
we-
are for hotels.
Yes, but that's where we got the
Agoda.
Agoda. We went to
Okay,
Agoda,
sure.
Looking
And
for
they-
hotels.
and they suggested some hotels.
And there were people who had left suggestions, and this one said, if you go to Nepal, use Breakfree
Adventure.
Adventures.
Adventures.
They talked a little bit about the company and gave some good advice, and I said, these sound good,
Yes.
let's get these guys.
So I sent an email to Rock, and I said, "Hey,
Responded.
we're interested. Can you tell me some things?" So he responded.
He was very helpful. Any budget,
Yeah.
if the sky's the limit, he had fabulous things for that. If you couldn't afford that and you had less money, he had
Well,
options for that.
What I really liked is I had a certain amount of days that we were going to come here. Well, it got cut shorter, so I I emailed that information. I said, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this. So
He customized,
Yeah, he customized.
this, trip.
our trip. So there was many emails back and forth, and very helpful.
And you're right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you probably did a good decision, it looks
yes,
like,
it was
right?
a very good
Yes.
decision.
Yes.
Were the bookings easy and convenient on the website for everything? I know you were talking about the emails,
Yes, it
but
was
the
easy.
bookings.
Yeah.
all right.
Yes.
So how do you like the service with the Breakfree adventure in general?
It was no problem from the time we landed. We were taken care of. From the time we landed at the airport, we found our guide.
He
found us,
Alright.
and we were off. He had an itinerary. Here's what we can do. These are the places we can visit, or if you want to go to the hotel, it's up to you. He gave us the choices.
I really liked
Yeah.
that because if you were tired, he said, no problem.
Yeah.
You can just go rest if you want and we can do something later. He was completely at our disposal.
Yes.
It was very
and
nice.
had some very excellent choices
Places
for us
to see,
You want to
yeah.
go here? And we go here.
So how likely are you to suggest the Breakfree adventures to your friends?
Oh, yes.
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 If we have friends that are going to come to Nepal, we're 100% going to tell them about.
Okay, we just talked about how Bharat responded and how were other stops and tour guides in the tour?
Wonderful. The first gentleman we had, I can't remember his name, he took us to that first area by the airport.
Yes.
He knew so much stuff. He was a wealth of information, just incredible information.
And then Ramesh, who we've been with for the last couple of days,
He was wonderful.
his manner and the way he did, in his the way that he
His
presents
character.
himself and his character,
Very
very
nice.
fit the way that we like to travel and to be taken places and be shown
Yes,
around. So,
he was wonderful.
yeah, he was fit our needs very much.
Okay, just a very quick sentence, like was the Breakfree adventurer able to meet your expectations?
Yes.
Any suggestion you want to give on the part of Breakfree adventure and its services for upcoming days,
You said something that when we got into the car, the only thing that she was taught, she said, "Oh, we need to have air conditioning in the car." And I said, "Well, you're probably not going to get that maybe in some places."
No, actually, when we got back to Kathmandu, it was cool outside, cooler than in Pokhara, so it was quite nice.
All right. Are you happy with the hotel services in Nepal?
Yes.
Yeah. We've been treated like a king and a queen
All right.
everywhere we went, here and the other hotel.
Do you want to give a comparison to China and Hong Kong in terms of service? I know like they might have better facilities, but like over impression.
This is good service.
No, it has been very good service.
We got exceptional service here.
We had the rooms were clean. The food was really nice,
Yeah.
really
The
nice.
guys came and
So-
grabbed your bags. If
Yeah.
you were carrying anything, they came right away. They always said hi when you walked by,
Yeah.
anybody working.
I would
Very
say they
nice.
were as good as any we've been to.
Yeah.
All right. How about the flights? You flew to Pokhara, right?
Yeah.
So how do you like it?
Hey,
Quick,
they were
quick
fine.
and nice.
And good pilots. They told you everything you wanted to know. Came in, no problems. Landed.
Yep.
How was the
clean.
flight to Kathmandu? You flew from China?
Yeah, we flew from China. We
That was that really nice
Yeah.
flight.
Which one? No,
where
actually we
they
took to
gave us
Malaysia.
the
Oh yeah,
mo-
it was.
The movies, our own movies. That was a nice flight.
So anything on the part of flights they could have done better to make your service even
No,
better?
they were good.
Very
Yeah,
good.
they were okay. Yeah.
So what is your overall impression about the country? Like we talked about flights, we talked about roads, cars, everything, people. So what is your overall impression?
I want to. We'll come back. I want to come back.
Okay, that's the
Yes.
best impression one could ever get. Okay, what can be done better to groom the tourism industry in Nepal for the future? Since you have visited here, I think it was a fluke, right? You thought
Yeah.
you want to go to Tibet, something
Yeah.
like that. So, but what can we do it better for other people and everything, you know?
Well, we have some friends that would be like us, enjoy the atmosphere, but there's some friends that we would have that would not, you know, they wouldn't like going to Thailand. It'd be a little bit too rustic for them. They probably wouldn't like China. They might want to go to Paris, or they might want to go to Rome, or something like that.
I think the people here should care more about their country. There's litter everywhere and people standing around. We went to that beautiful lookout spot. It's beautiful resource up there to look at the mountains, and there was garbage everywhere, and I thought, why would someone throw garbage here?
That's a big point.
It makes
Yeah.
it look like they don't care,
Yeah.
and they're so lucky to have these things.
But I will say, I work in China, and I work in a very rural part of China, and so it doesn't shock me, you know, because it's cleaner. It's cleaner. That your resources are cleaner than where I work. So, but she comes straight from the United
I
States.
know. What's
So
even-
therefore, if she sees trash, you know, in California especially, very environmental.
Yeah,
So
I
we
know.
always pick up our trash.
You know, like all the different cans to put
Yes, you have
plastic,
to,
paper, you know.
Yes.
Like there's like